Good morning, YouTube. So, the VC10, you can see the fungus on his head is cleared up. It's been a few days. Everybody is eating except for the big OB. But this sulfur head has got his appetite back. He's active again, swimming around. The guy I was most worried about was this guy. He's swimming around, acting normal. He has his appetite back. They're back to their normal selves, chasing each other. This guy's doing his normal thing as always, trying to show off for the girl and get her to breed again. She's just not interested right now. But I'm gonna just let this tank sit. I'm not gonna do a water change. I'm gonna keep the lights kind of dim. Usually, my lights aren't on like this. The light fixture I have has four, it's a reef light. It's got 4 bulbs, and then I took out the metal halide lights and replaced it with the LED, just because those bulbs are expensive and they create a lot of heat, and I just didn't want to deal with it. And I had that LED bar already, so I just kind of rigged it up to fit. But normally I leave the tank kind of dim like this. That's just the LED light. I'll have those UV lights. I keep those on for a few hours. Pretty much in the morning, first thing, I turn on all the lights. I feed, check out all the fish, leave it for a few hours. Sometime around noon, I'll click off most of the UV lights, and then just leave it like this. They seem to be more calm when the light's a little dimmer. But I was going to make this video about what I was doing when I fed them and how I medicated them. So let's get over to the kitchen and I'll show you that. Okay, so what I use is some Epsom salts, because it has magnesium in it, and magnesium is a natural laxative. You do want to be careful when using this. I don't suggest using Epsom salts more than once every 3 days, because you can overdose on magnesium, and I'm sure fish have the same symptoms of an overdose that a human can. And symptoms can be lethargy, slower, or man, I can't even speak right now. A lower pulse. You get shortness of breath. It can induce vomiting. In severe cases, it can actually lead to cardiac arrest, but I doubt you're going to be force feeding enough Epsom salts to actually cause any of that. But to be on the safe side, I don't do it more than once every 3 days. What I do is I take a little cup, I put some water in there, I'll put a little bit of Epsom salts in there. And by a little bit, I mean about like that. I put it in the water and I let that dissolve. Then I take some peas, I boil the peas. When the peas are boiled and soft, you shell them. They have an outer shell on them. You shell the peas, and I kind of crush the peas a little bit, and I put them in with the Epsom salts. I let that dissolve and sit around in there, and soak up some of that Epsom salt. Then I take some of this garlic. I don't have fresh garlic. Fresh garlic does work a little better, but this is what I have. I take this and I grind it up into the finest pulp I can to just make it almost like a gelatin. and then I put that in there with it. I mix it all together. I will drain off the extra water with all the extra Epsom salts in it. I'll add a tiny bit more water to it, and that's when I put in a scoop of this Metroplex. This is also something that can help with parasites and bacterial disease. So I put a scoop of that in there. I let that completely dissolve and I let it soak for about 10 minutes. And then I take the peas and I dump them in the tank and feed them to the fish. For my whole tank, it only takes about 15 peas to feed all those fish. And it works great. I'm not actually making it right now because, like I was saying before, I won't medicate for days and days on end. You can over-medicate your fish. So I'll medicate one day, first day with the Epsom salts and everything. The second day, I just did the peas. And then on the third day, like today, I'm actually not doing any of it. I just fed them some Northwind pellets to see if everybody's appetite was back. So far, all but one fish ate the pellets, went crazy like normal. So tomorrow, I'm going to do the peas with a little bit of Metroplex and a little bit of garlic. But I'm not going to do the Epsom salts, just to be safe. Like I said, you don't want to over-medicate. I may even skip on the Metroplex tomorrow because the fish are doing okay. And there's no point in throwing medications at your fish if they don't really need it. But that's my opinion, and that's how I do things, and it's working for me. If you have any suggestions, comments, or you think otherwise, by all means, let me know. If you think I'm slowly killing my fish by doing it this way, let me know. But this is what's been working for me, and I just thought I'd make a video on it. Until next time, thanks for watching.